Back well, another Welshman next, and another big puncher. It's Paul Samuels against Della Penna of Canada. Let's go to our MC, John McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the ring now from Canada, Della Penna.
Well, Della Penna has come over for this fight. He's known about it for a few weeks now. He's come over with Tony Badia, who we'll see later in the main event. But Paul Samuels, his opponent, we'll see in a moment, has taken this fight to 24 hours notice. But it's a tough one for this man. Della Penna, not a bad puncher. He's won most of his fights by knockout, but he has been stopped twice too. He's lost 3 fights, one by stoppage, one by KO. So he's a bit of an unknown quantity.
A long time off in the middle of his career, from 95 to 99. Come back with a couple of wins and a loss.
Well, he looks to be battle-scarred there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the ring from Newport, South Wales, Paul Samuels.
Draped in the Welsh flag, this man has had 16 fights. He's won 15 of those, 10 by the way of KO. Only lost the one to Wayne Alexander, the British champion. Tremendous fight they had the last year. Both men on the floor and hurt badly, but on a few occasions before Alexander triumphed in the 3rd round. He's taken this at 24 hours notice, but he's going to be very, very fit from the Enzo Calzaghe camp.
Yeah, they're always very, very fit out of that camp. I've been up there training with them myself. Believe me, it was really hard. They're always in tremendous condition.
Gentlemen, this is an international middleweight contest. Introducing to you, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks trimmed with black and weighing in at 11 stone, 12.5 pounds. Bringing a 10-fight record, 7 wins, 5 inside the scheduled distance, and only 3 defeats. He's from Canada. Please welcome Della Penna. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing the yellow trunks trimmed with black and weighed in at 11 stone and 5 pounds. Bringing a 16-fight record, 15 wins, 10 inside the scheduled distance, and only 1 defeat. He's from Newport in South Wales. Please welcome Paul Samuels. Timekeeper at the bell is Richard Clark, and referee in charge of the action is Mr. Billy Ayres. This is 4 3-minute rounds.
Shake hands, where the best man win. When I say break, I mean break. All right? Understand? Go on.
And I think it'll be 4 very exciting rounds too. Both men punchers. Samuels only knows one way forward.
Round 1.
Round 1. Well, this should be an exciting fight. Della Penna had a shot last year at the WBF title, the vacant title then, but he lost in 4 rounds. He was KO'd by Reginaldo Andrade in Salvador, Brazil. He's in the white shorts. Paul Samuels, exciting prospect from Wales, in the yellow and black shorts. Both of these men solid punchers, Spencer.
Yeah, nice confident start from Samuels there. Just started off turning that long left jab into an uppercut, landed that well. Just taking the centre of the ring, looking for the openings.
Well, Samuels looking very, very confident. Some people thought that that loss to Wayne Alexander last year would have shaken him badly and dented that confidence, but not at all.
That was a real humdinger that Samuels was in, both men, as you said, on the floor. Samuels on the verge of winning before getting knocked out himself. Alexander, it must be said, though, is one of the biggest punchers pound for pound in this country, so that was no disgrace. As you rightly said, it can either make or break a fighter. Samuels seems to have started off confidently enough here.
He's a very upright fighter, Paul Samuels. He is very open. His defence isn't great. But when he lands, he can be spectacular. "30 years of age now, Della Penna. He will have learned quite a bit through those 8 years of boxing to perhaps avoid these punches. You'll know by now he's in with a good puncher."
Yeah, both boys just taking their time, just trying to feel each other out. Della Penna coming through with a good right hand there. Just feeling each other out, having a look at each other in this first round.
Well, Samuels, although this is only 4 rounds, will perhaps be trying to be conservative during this first round, maybe saving a bit of energy for the last 3. He has taken it at 24 hours notice.
Really a 4-round fight. It's really a sprint. I don't think there's really too much time for having a look at your opponents. So you can expect this one to liven up in the second round.
Looks very open to the right hand, Della Penna.
Start there from Samuels. I had him just shading that round. Just took the centre of the ring, leading off first, whipping in a couple of sharp jabs, coming across with the right hand. Good start from him.
He's in the corner there, Di Gardner. Well, it's normally in the corner is Enzo Calzaghe, so whether Paul Samuels has switched camps at the last minute, we don't know. Maybe he's just come up at 24 hours notice and Di Gardner's here and decided to come into the corner here.
Round 2.
Again, Samuels just taking the centre of the ring, trying to force Della Penna into leading off first.
He does tend to be a lazy fighter at times, Paul Samuels. He needs to sharpen things up, start throwing combinations. He's got, natural power. He looks for the one single punch too much, Spencer.
Yeah, he relies maybe too much on his power. With 10 KOs in 16 starts, perhaps he relied too much on that. But this is really is a sprint. A 4-round fight really is a sprint, and there's no time for messing about or having a look. Della Penna just landing a good left hook there. But Samuels really needs to put his foot on the gas, taking it far too easy.
Oh, good right hand from Della Penna there. Being broken up by Billy Air there, hitting on the back of the neck. Getting a bit scrappy now, there's no need for this. Samuels does tend to just seem disinterested in this fight.
Yeah, he seems to be just sort of going through the motions. We know he took it at 24 hours notice. He didn't have to take the fight. He must have felt he was in shape. There we see him just going through the gears a little bit. Looks a much better fighter when he does that. He certainly does look disinterested at the moment. Della Penna not making it easy for him, very awkward. Seems to be tying Samuels up when they get inside.
He's in danger of letting it slip from his grasp, Samuels. He's clearly the better boxer, but he's just not working.
There again we see Della Penna just coming in, tying him up after throwing a single right hand.
That's better work from the Welshman. But again goes to sleep, and he's got great boxing ability. He's been a Welsh champion from the age of 11, right the way through to a senior champion.
Well, you can see who's the classier boxer, like you rightly said, threw 2 or 3 good shots and let Della Penna come back and land a couple of good shots of his own.
Yes. So third round, just to remind you, Paul Samuels in the yellow and black shorts, Rob Della Penna of Canada in the white and black.
Here we see again Samuels fainting with that left hand lead, but not actually doing anything. He's fainting, pulling Della Penna's hand down and not coming over the top with that hook. So he's creating the openings, but not making Della Penna pay for that.
He's a stocky, short, good type Penna. To nail a clean shot on. Especially if you're looking for the one top. I think that's where Samuel should be jabbing and throwing cautions. 4 rounds attention to Samuels needs to make a name for himself, making himself exciting, also attract attention of the voters and the team.
Well, that's what I was saying, Mickey. You think 4 rounds really is a sprint. If you're a 12-round fighter, you should be able to walk in the gym the first day if he's been out for a couple of months and do 4 rounds. And he just caught a light at all, going through the motion, he's doing a lot of feinting, making a lot of openings, but not making Della Penna pay at all. Just seems to be taking it as a sparring session.
And he's probably winning the fight but it's all about looking good and earning money, and he's not going to do it on performances like this.
And as you said, you need to catch the world alight in this business, otherwise you've just forgotten about it, and he's not doing that here. It is about looking good, it's not just about winning.
Step back.
Billy Ed, the referee, getting a bit annoyed now too. This is getting messy. And there's no need for this. Samuels is a better fighter than what we're seeing here.
Yeah, really boxing very ordinary tonight. I know he's only taken the fight at 24 hours notice.
It's better work. He's putting a bit of effort in now, but under pressure. Slipped a good right hand there. Then got caught with a good left too.
Della Penna just trying to force the pace, take the fight to Samuels. Really very limited in his ability.
He's very stocky, very strong, but as you say, no real ability. And so far, this has been a dismal performance by Paul Samuels.
Fight really is there for the taking. For anyone to have a good last round, could be won or lost.
Come on.
Well, we've seen one knockout where punches were thrown in close like that tonight already.
Yeah, the referee just giving him a strong talking to there. Again, getting tied up inside.
I can only assume that Paul Samuels has not been in the gym at all over the last few weeks, has received a phone call and accepted this fight knowing that Della Penna was not really in his class. Because he's not put any effort in here at all. Now he's starting to work a bit more. Now he knows there's 1.5 minutes left in this contest. Not much longer.
Both boys just getting tied up inside. And this is where Samuels needs to be working. Just take half a step back and let his shots go. He just seems to be happy to lie inside with Della Penna. Good right hand over the top from Samuels.
Didn't really land though, did it? Not cleanly. Della Penna's been put over before. He's been put out. Oh, it's very messy.
Yeah, the referee, Billy Ed, getting very frustrated with both boys as well. Seems to be more of a wrestling match in there at the moment.
How do you think Samuels would do with Gary Lockett at this stage of their careers?
Well, I think that Gary Lockett is putting a much better performance. Samuels obviously the more experienced boy, but it would be a great contest. Samuels would obviously be in a lot better shape as well, but that the light middleweight division really packed with talent. You've got Anthony Farnell, Wayne Alexander, Gary Lockett, Samuels.
Yeah, it's a good division. Oh, caught with a good right hand by Della Penna with Samuels there. Needs to be careful. I think he's won this on the referee's scorecard.
Yeah, he seems to have done the better work, the cleaner work. Della Penna's just been trying to force the pace, but really a bit too limited.
Oh, it's a draw. Well, I have to say, I thought Samuels won the contest, but it was a poor performance, you have to say.
Yeah, Samuels would be really disappointed with that result. I think that's the problem, Nicky, with taking jobs at 24 hours notice. You think you're okay, you think you're fit enough, you can go in there and do a job, and that really has damaged his career. He's got to go back to the drawing board now and start again.
I don't think he was mentally right though, Spencer. I have to say, a fighter of his class should be able to go in at 24 hours notice and beat the standard of opposition.
Yes, true. He did seem to be going through the motions. I don't quite know what the problem
Ladies
was.
and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, referee Billy Ed has scored for both boxers 39 points. We have a draw.
1 round each with 2 even. Our next fight after the break is the Chiefs of Court.